If you've been working on growing your personal brand lately, you've probably heard the term thought leader once or twice before. But what does it actually mean, and why should you care about them? So in last week's video, we actually mentioned connecting with thought leaders as one of the best and easiest ways to start building and growing your own personal brand. So we want to dive into that topic a little bit further. A thought leader is somebody who is well respected in their field. They don't necessarily have to have 1 million followers, but they generally have a small, engaged social following, and they tend to know what they're talking about. They are usually established in their field and have some type of credibility. Maybe they've held a high position in your industry, or they wrote a book about it, they have a social community, or they tend to do a lot of public speaking. So why would you want to connect with those people? Well, number one, they can be a great source of inspiration when it comes to your own personal brand, but they can also help you out professionally. And being in this social media era, there's never been a greater time than now to actually connect with influential people who can help you out in your career through things like mentorship and even collaboration or a potential job opportunity. So number one, the first thing that you'll need to do is actually find these thought leaders, which can be easier said than done, right? But the truth is they are typically pretty easy to find. Starting with hashtag communities is a great place to start. So Twitter and LinkedIn and Instagram, they all support hashtags. So come up with a list of the 5 or 10 most relevant hashtags to your industry or your specific job or field. Go ahead and make a habit of searching through those hashtags, and you'll start to notice some familiar names pop up. You'll start to see people who are very active in those communities, people who have a lot of engagement, or people who have a large following within those communities. Those people typically would fall under the thought leader category and are good people to go ahead and follow. You can also use a site like Feedly, which helps to aggregate different publications and articles and pull together a nice little feed for you every single day. So what I like to do is I just get in the habit of hopping onto Feedly every day or every other day and just finding new content related to marketing, since that's my personal field. So it's super easy to sign up for Feedly, and you can do it for free, and we really love that tool. Now, once you've found them, of course, you'll want to follow them. Now, this process is a little bit different for each social channel, but it tends to follow the same structure. So for most sites, you'll just want to go ahead and click follow. For some sites like LinkedIn and Facebook, for example, you can actually connect or friend request, but we'd caution you against doing that. We'd really only recommend connecting or friend requesting people who you actually know in your personal life. So if a thought leader happens to be a former manager of yours or is a friend of yours, go ahead and connect with them. But if there's somebody who you don't actually know, just go ahead and follow for now. And what you'll want to do is build up your relationship with them over time before actually taking that next step. So the next step for this purpose is to learn from them. Like I said in the beginning, thought leaders are great people to pull inspiration from for your own personal brand and of course about your industry and whatever it is that you do. So they typically author blogs and articles, or at least share things that are relevant to your industry. So make sure to actually consume that content, read it, watch those videos, learn from them, become a better professional, and also take some inspiration for your brand. Now, of course, we don't want you to copy something that a thought leader or that anyone is doing on social media. Your personal brand is all about you and who you uniquely are, but it is a good idea to pay attention to some of their strategies and just borrow a couple of things and really make it your own. Now, the next and arguably most important step is to engage with them. So what does an engagement actually mean? On social media, it generally means a like, a comment, or a share. And social media is called social media for a reason. So it's in your best interest to get active and get conversational with these people. Don't be afraid to talk to them, especially on sites like Twitter and LinkedIn that are all about having meaningful conversations. And when I say meaningful, I mean it. It doesn't mean just dropping your link back to your website or your LinkedIn profile every single chance you get, but it does mean answering questions that they pose with an insightful response, offering a hand if they have a question about something that's in your wheelhouse and in your area of expertise, or retweeting or sharing their post to your feed when they make sense for you and your audience. This is what really helps drive conversation and build relationships. It might seem overwhelming at first, but just designating a good 10 or 15 minutes every single day to doing this, going through your Twitter list, going through your social feeds, is gonna help you out a ton, and it'll really get you in the habit of doing this every day. But the truth is, none of this really matters if your own digital presence is not up to par. What if one of these huge thought leaders actually looks at one of your comments and wants to know a little bit more about who you are? So they Google you and they find something really embarrassing, or maybe it's not even super embarrassing, but it's just not truly representative of you and all of your talents and the good work that you do. We would hate for that to happen to you, so that's why we recommend using a tool like ours. Marble is a tool that really allows you to take control of your own online reputation. What we do is we'll let you know every time we find new search results about your name, and we'll send you an email so you can check it out. You'll then be able to mark that search result either positive, negative, or you can report it to Google for removal if you feel like it shouldn't be online. This really puts you in the driver's seat when it comes to your search results, which are often the first thing that people learn or see about you, especially when you're building these new relationships online. So you can actually sign up for Marble for free and get started tracking your name or your business name if that's what you prefer. I'm gonna leave a link down in the description box for you to sign up, and we hope that you'll join us over on that platform. So thanks so much for watching. We hope this video was helpful for you, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post videos like this every single week, and we'll see you in the next one.